We have to be
There are infinite worlds.
controversial
In one dimension,
enough, but not
Abraham
too
Lincoln never
controversial.
existed. In another,
Yeah.
he existed, but he wore a fedora. It's time.
Well, controversial
to
among
split
ourselves.
the room.
So is Bird here or not?
Yeah, I think Bird just got back, right?
Scenario that was sent to your device.
So we accidentally started without you, but what the thing is, you want to put in an answer where 50% of people will say yes to it and 50% will say no to it.
I don't know what to do, but I think I did the wrong thing. I think I.
This scenario
Oh
is
no!
called
I don't know
Don't
how
worry,
I
I
feel
did
about this
worse.
game.
CYRANO.
Did you do something
You
bad?
have been striking out romantic.
I did do
dating
something
sounds about
bad.
it. Weirdly enough, you start receiving great dating advice from this thing. Only you can hear it speak. Do you bring it on your first date?
What the? This is the most confusing fucking game.
Well,
What? What the
yes.
fuck are we playing?
The frozen hot dog in your freezer.
I mean, I feel like this isn't that hard of a choice.
Yeah.
I am so confusing.
If you like,
Wait,
if you
what?
can-
I can't even English anymore.
Yeah,
I'm so
you're
yeah,
having
you're
a stroke.
confusing.
what the fuck is happening?
All you do is answer the question,
Answer yes or no. That's all you
right.
need to do.
and then they get a score on
Yeah.
whether or not they split the room successfully.
Oh,
At this point, you're just answering questions honestly.
Would you bring a frozen hot dog on your date?
yes, a talking frozen hot dog.
Well,
The longer
the hell
it takes
is
the room
that?
to answer, the more bonus points you get.
I was honestly
4-1 split. Is that good?
That's
Is that
horrible.
bad?
That's bad.
He wants. You're trying to
You
get.
want a
You're trying to get an
50-50
even
ideally.
split.
Sculpture or bust.
So people would take the hot dog.
Your
Yeah,
hometown
I was
must
surprised
have a
anyone
statue of you
wouldn't.
in your honor, but it has a unique donor group. If the statue goes up, a plaque will read the monument was paid for by this. Do you let them do it?
That's a great answer. That's
that is very
a
good.
fantastic answer.
And again, it's tame. It's,
Yeah, my
it's-
brain was definitely working in the wrong direction to play this game correctly, I think. Uh-oh.
Oh, I was,
These are heavy splits.
and I was the only one on the other side.
And now,
Oh,
Pipe presents the challenge.
Oh,
A new
It's not-
social
The hell
media
is this?
movement encourages people to post a video
Oh.
of themselves doing this to raise awareness
No.
for hepatitis B.
Absolute-
It is well
oh.
known that
Wait,
they
that's
support this
confusing now.
cause. Do you participate?
Whoa, what?
Post a video of themselves voting for.
I know who that is.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Mostly because the actual cause would receive nothing.
I mean, historically, that's easily proven wrong.
I think that the previous one was an audience question, so you might be getting audience questions on this one.
No, you can't. They can
only get
vote.
one
They can
shot.
like weirdly vote on some kind of generated answer.
Oh, so that was my vote. That counted because of an.
Huh. That's pretty interesting.
That's the biggest
actually.
split
That's
so
a nice
far.
Yeah, mine is gonna be the
Yep.
biggest
This one is
if
called
it shows up.
Because it was a
Nanny
real
Nanny
split.
Boo Boo.
I think it is.
A wealthy family wants to hire you as a babysitter. They pay good money and you may enjoy the amenities of their luxurious home, but they don't want you to watch their child. You have to take care of this. Do you accept
What?
the job?
What?
I mean,
Is
Why
it a
did-
guy or is it a girl?
Well, there you go, isn't it?
doesn't matter what it is. It's whoever
This
you want it to
game,
be.
this game confuses
mean-
the fuck out of me.
It's a gender inclusive question.
What are you, a
All
coward?
genders.
What?
Are you a coward? I'm gonna take care of their.
I'm more
You know.
concerned about why they need to be taken care of.
Yeah, that was my initial thought.
That's the confusing part of the
I already
question.
have a good job. I don't need this. This is
That was my
confusing.
initial thought.
I mean,
I was there.
I think you're supposed to accept the premise that you need money in the question, Bird.
It's time
Oh.
for
Well, if I had done that, then he would have been even more fucked than he was.
Your newborn will not fall asleep. She screams and screams. Through a disturbing fluke, you find that your baby will sleep peacefully if listening to a podcast about this subject. Your parents are coming to see you over the weekend. Do you tell them about the sleep hack?
I don't know who that is.
Sleep hack. You know who Jeffrey Dahmer
Jeffrey
is?
Dahmer is a very lovely man.
He's
born
one
in
of
the United
the
States.
Wow.
he's one of the absolute
Wow,
worst
Andrew.
killer people.
He had
Killer.
an affinity for
And,
being
and several
a
other
true
things.
gourmet of the modern people.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
that
doesn't sound
guy.
very-
He's quite a good man. Yeah.
He's a man you don't speak of in polite company.
You don't let kids.
Oh, that's a good split.
That was
Wow, half the
yeah.
audience is like, yeah.
Nicely done.
I got the first thing people won't do.
Oh, there you go.
Up next
Also, the
is
sound effects in this game are
Hot or
infuriating.
Not.
What? This game's great.
These are the
You can
worst
control
sound
the planet
effects.
with a satellite.
There's
That's the
only
point.
downside is every 5 years, we will
It's a Hanna-Barbera
experience
cartoon.
this.
What?
It's
5
currently
years we'll
96
experience
degrees
allergies.
in Canada in January. Do you launch the satellite?
96 degrees is really warm, though.
That's
In January, it would be maybe 60 or 50 or 60.
Doesn't Canada use Celsius
At
though?
most.
Yeah.
So they would be dying.
Well, I'm assuming this is in Fahrenheit.
Also,
Oh, man.
I'm talking in Fahrenheit, not
allergies every 5 years. There's people who have that every year.
I
Yeah,
live
this is
in
definitely
Canada. I
Fahrenheit.
know
So
that
this
this
is
is
a-
warm for January. This is ridiculous. This is like 25 degrees. It's crazy. Yes, first I'm going to launch the satellite.
Yeah, this sounds like.
Yeah,
Man.
I mean, I
I
experience
should
allergies every year. Every 5 years is an upgrade.
Like nobody. Yeah.
My bad.
Wow, well done.
Shit.
No
I should change it
split.
to every 5 years. We had to all experience the fucking imperial system. Like,
Exactly.
You guys
Yeah,
already
there you
have to
go.
experience the Imperial
What the
system.
fuck is this
You're
image?
the only ones in the world who use it actively.
which is why the rest of you would have to too.
Oh, God.
Not where it's.
I mean, I still use it
Time to
occasionally,
create some
but.
more
you know.
havoc.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I keep writing things that everyone's just gonna say no to.
I think that's the thing.
I'm trying to
Oh,
offset
there's a
people
key.
writing all the things that everyone just says yes to.
Yeah.
So
But I'm going too
thinking
far.
I think I'm thinking too deep about my question because like with the dancer, you wouldn't know the gender or whatever, and so it would be maybe a little bit too split.
It's not like
And
they're
the
gonna
one I
strip
wrote-
for you. They're just a person who has a job,
Yeah, you're
and
getting
you
to
get paid to take care of them.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
that's-
they did state that you could use the amenities of the luxurious house, which seems to be the neighbor.
yeah, that was
So-
Andrew.
But I think my option right now is gonna be as well like
Hurry up. Time's running out.
it's complicated.
These are supposed to
Taking
be
practice here,
complicated
yeah.
answers.
Aerial
It's supposed to be
acrobatics.
confusing.
Oh
They're
no,
hypo-
that's
they're
not
hypotheticals.
You can fly.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
However,
Yeah.
it causes your butt to expel a non-stop stream of
What?
this.
That sounds.
That sounds hilarious, but the choice is actually quite easy.
Of course it is. You're in a crowded area. What?
I
course.
love it. I also like the second vote of were you amused by this scenario?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
like
didn't-
that.
Oh,
I mean,
didn't see
granted, they
that
came
one.
up with 80% of the scenario, so
I haven't voted that.
Aw.
yeah, dude.
Just
Hey,
a-
you know what? I got a 4-1 split. I'll take it.
Audience.
Audience, what the fuck?
Audience is weird
Yeah.
and weirdly considerate of other people's needs.
Dude,
Do you hear that?
some of them might not
I don't
even
like
know
any of
that.
that.
Some
Why
of them
would you
might not know the
shit
mayonnaise came from your butt.
Mayonnaise. Yeah.
Fly and solve world hunger? Exactly.
Smartphone charging for 30 straight days, but it's made from the skin of this animal. Do you get one?
This animal?
This animal.
Political commentary from Jackbox.
Fucking shots fired, damn. Oh shit, they're not shots fired because that's an assassination attempt. Shit.
Yes. So, like, that's why it's a deep
Don't
thinking
shoot the
thing.
president. Never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, that's a good question. What happens if someone shoots your phone? You get charged with.
Wow.
What?
What? I'm very confused as to your imagination there.
I would. Nobody said anything about shooting anybody.
Yeah, I don't know how we got on this topic.
I'm very
That being
confused.
said,
I missed something in that conversation.
What
Yeah.
if we just want the phone because it'll rip
I
that
voted
chunk
no
of
because
flesh?
I don't want to touch a butt.
But what it'll rip that much flesh off of his butt?
Exactly.
Well, we
It's
don't
like-
know how much. Maybe they
I
just
don't
took
want
the
to be
whole
touching
damn
that
anus.
much butt. Dude, that's too much.
I don't need to keep
any
the
amount of
case. I can just
anus
throw
is-
it out. But we get to remove
Yeah.
Trump
I don't-
butt.
I don't want any
Whenever
kind of
you
butt on my
climax
phone.
During sex,
Thank you very much.
Control yourself from shouting this repeatedly for 10
Aw.
seconds. Your partner is not a fan.
Oh no!
Follow the sound.
Awkward.
What?
What? Why would you do that?
Dude, run!
One night
That's the
stand.
worst
I
answer.
love you.
Why would you?
What came up with this one? Keith?
This is not me.
Keith, was this you?
Immediately, my mind is just
What is
going
this?
to a one-night stand
What is
scenario.
this toxic ass partner?
Why would you wear a mask?
Yeah,
in the
this
first
I have
place?
so many complicated feelings
hell
about
is
this question.
I don't know. I don't.
I hate supportive relationships.
Oh, man. Durf says, I think this one is actually going to be split down the middle.
That was worse than mine.
Nah,
Andrew
dude.
added so many more
It's
layers to
never
that.
just lunch.
Yeah.
You can have lunch with any figure from history, but during lunch you must consume an entire heaping plate of this.
Your
Is
best
it-
friend's.
Oh,
Well, I mean, if it's on a plate, that's not that much, actually.
I would have written that figure from history.
That's a good one.
You must consume. You can eat lunch with anybody, but you must consume them.
Holy shit, how many people would, like, say they want to meet Hitler? Like,
I don't. just to eat him.
yeah, because you're technically torturing him. So you're...
This got so confusing. Except that's not the question. Jesus Christ.
No, I was saying that if it's a plate
How
of
do you
your best
have a
friend's pee,
plate
that's
of
not too
pee?
bad.
That's
Because
not
it's pretty
very
short.
much. Yeah, a plate
really?
can't store very
Bitches.
much pee.
Right there in the
Look
middle.
at that successful split from Birdcatcher.
Almost successful.
unfortunately, it's just
yeah, I'm pretty
impossible
proud
for us
of
to
that
get
one.
a even
I think we just
split right
learned
now.
more about everyone's best friends than their hygiene.
You have won an all-expenses paid trip around the world. The fine print states that you have to spend a third of the trip handcuffed to this. Do you go?
There's a lot of pee today, isn't there?
What's with all the pee shit? You guys got some kind of fucking Freudian issue going on? Like, what is this?
Hey, no one say anything about
See-
shit, dude. Don't make it weird.
See, here's the thing. Doesn't mean you have to look
What's
at
the
anything
thing?
for one.
I mean, look, it's not even
Just
about
stuck
looking, it's
there
about
for a
smell
third of the
and
ship.
hearing.
Why? The thing is, why would you go
Also,
on an
this is-
all-expenses paid trip on a ship that only has one urinal?
What?
It's the ship's urinal.
Maybe it's just the
No, one-
captain.
And the other thing is too, that doesn't necessarily guarantee that anybody's going to be using it.
That's the job, is like you're a captain, so you count working as being fucking handcuffed to the ship's urinal.
Oh, wow.
The audience is 57 split?
What?
I guess
Wow,
if
we are on
the
the
audience
opposite
has a thing
side
for-
of our audience for this
What
one.
is the audience thinking? You're gonna look through like a fucking hole in the wall at the beautiful ocean?
Called
Like,
I
I wonder what the name of that hole would be.
Whenever you're near a TV
Probably a pee
that's
hole.
playing sound, this spontaneously combusts in a distant country. President. Do you watch in silence?
What?
Do you watch your granddaughter being
Do you watch in
inaugurated?
silence?
If it'll blow up someone's grandma.
That sounds like an easy answer.
There's so many steps.
I mean,
This is, I mean.
Oh, it's whenever we're near a TV. So
Yeah.
just watch TV
So
on your computer.
So the
From self.
that's not you're over
No, that's-
you're cheating.
No,
Yeah.
that's called a loophole.
No.
You leave in 1945.
It specifies
So the idea is, do you
ATV, that
support
is a
your daughter
loophole.
at becoming president?
Oh wait,
Or-
shit! I pressed the question wrong. Oh shit! It meant D. Oh, I voted wrong. I'm sorry. I think I just screwed up the game.
Nah,
Nah,
it's
you're
fine.
fine.
I'll watch. Fuck that
Okay.
granny. I'm gonna support my family.
Yeah, I meant to be on the yes side.
That was that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you can literally. It doesn't matter what is said. You just watch it. Like who gives
Yeah.
a shit what's said?
Or
Yeah,
like I said,
put on closed
exploit the
captioning.
loophole.
There's
Yeah.
a bunch of loopholes. Like I'll do that. I'll watch it.
Yeah, just watch on your computer.
bitches,
instead of on your
I
keyboard.
almost-
Problem solved.
I almost never win Jackbox games.
Everybody will be
Oh.
presented with a new type of scenario. There will be two options to choose from. Door number 1 is already provided. You will decide what's behind door number 2. Remember, you want to make it
That
as
sounds
hard of a
good.
choice as possible.
Hmm.
Oh, and if you correctly predict a certain player's decision, you'll earn some bonus points. Let's begin.
What the
This,
fuck?
this is a weird one.
Yeah, this is the weird
So
part
you-
of it.
Option that you think only some people would choose.
You get a prompt to compete with, and then it'll be like, "What do you think Effie would pick?"
Is a real concept.
Waiting on answers
and it's
from
running
Keith
out.
and Bird.
Well, I had to figure out what you would vote for,
5
Effie.
seconds.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I find that
You're
second
on a
part
reality
really
romance show.
confusing.
You have to marry one of the two final contestants.
Oh, that's
both
my
nice, but one speaks only in monotone and the other does this. Which contestant do you marry?
What?
Only speaks in monotone or blends all their food. Oh, my poor pizza. My poor pizza.
That's not even a question.
It's all their food. It's not your
Yeah.
What a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what the what?
Why would you blend?
Have you never
No
watched
split.
anime? Monotone
No
girls are the
split.
best girls.
You didn't get a single vote out of like
Everyone
40
voted
people.
for monotone.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
obvious answer.
Everybody's gonna that monotone dude or do that. It's getting all the merry.
It took me a second to realize the answer changed, and I went, "Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because a few different
Yeah,
people
that
got the
part's
same.
actually really
A few
confusing.
people got the same prompt. Bird, you're drunk.
You managed to get a split
What?
You
though.
didn't see that coming.
Oh no, an incorrect prediction.
I would never."
You would never.
Oh, that's I,
Aw.
I'm good at this.
Just slowly wears you down.
No, don't say that. You would love them, Keith.
did you have to vote for me to
which
pick
one do you
one?
think you predicted?
Oh no, I was wrong. No, I was right.
That was a
actually.
good split though.
Prediction. You just
Correct
earned some
prediction,
bonus
yeah.
points.
Oh, I forgot that vote. I thought the other way around.
You forgot what you voted.
Yeah, I thought you would go for the monotone, but then
There are only two
the PewDiePie
apartments
question
available
threw
in
me
your
off.
price range, and they're both haunted. You can either live in an apartment with the ghost of Vladimir Lenin or the ghost of this person. Which ghost do you choose to cohabitate with?
Oh, both with the YouTubers, huh?
what would be your first?
That's the world we
No.
live in.
Oh, this is weird. Ghosts in general, just. Can you imagine how salty the ghost
Yeah,
of Logan Paul would
it's
be?
not even. Well, I mean, Colonel RPG
Ooh,
is
somebody-
European, so of course he's gonna go with Lenin.
What?
He's my
What?
cousin.
Wait, what?
What?
The same
What?
question?
What?
No
What?
way.
That was somebody else's Logan Paul last round. I just realized because it let me vote. I also just voted.
What?
You guys did
Oh
the
my god.
What?
No way.
We both thought the same person. Oh my god.
Keith got
And you
punished.
both
The
got
actual
correct
fuck, you
prediction.
guys. What the actual fuck?
Oh my god.
The whole point is to find things you
And then
disagree with.
Logan
That's not
Paul.
the same fucking answer.
Fucking 4D chess.
I got an even worse score than the first one.
What the fuck, dude?
Asking the question twice just made it polarize harder.
Oh my god.
So I got fucked more than the first person that wrote Logan Paul.
This is what it's like when like Sonic.
Oh, that's a
met Shadow for the
50-50
first time,
split.
where he's like, oh,
Somebody didn't vote.
I forgot. I was really busy laughing.
I see Andrew wants to bunk with Vlad the Impaler. How interesting.
I mean, dude, that guy was
Here we go.
pretty chill. Hey, he protected his
I'm
team.
in the lead by 5 points.
I was
Wait, no.
distracted.
Close.
I was distracted
11:03,
because I had to switch to chat to see them
Ew,
react.
ew, ew. No, fuck. Oh, I don't want to win now.
Congratulations.
You did it. You finally won.
Yeah.
Cat thumbs.
Most likes is the audience. Oh no, we suck.
The audience gets most likes.
All
Oh,
right.
it was
well,
me.
Time
Always
to,
me. Every
time
time.
to leave.